Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Saglitch, aka Sag. Today I'm bringing you something a little different. In the past I've had a couple of NCAA dynasties. The first one being the Wyoming Cowboys. The second, being here a little bit ago, the um, Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And I felt that as though, first off, the Wyoming Cowboys, I liked the dynasty, but the files became uh, corrupted, so I had to get rid of them. So I wanted to transition to a new period. And this is going to be Coach Kevin Wilson, and this is going to be a new dynasty. I wanted something a little different. I wanted to be more connected to the dynasty, and with Wake Forest, I grew up in North Carolina. I knew the college well. And for a lot of you guys who don't know, I actually played college football, earned a scholarship. But as you guys may know, my favorite team overall in college it would be Florida Gators. But with that being said, I didn't want to pick Florida because they were on top, basically one of the best teams on the game, and I didn't want to feel the need to basically dominate, but I did want to stay in the SEC because if you guys watch college football, the SEC is the conference to be in. And a little bit about these guys, it was kind of a tie between Ole Miss, South Carolina, and drawing a blank, I apologize, Tennessee. But I wanted to be a team that I knew, and growing up, where I grew up at the North Carolina South Carolina border, and plus on top of that, the Gamecocks are my dad's favorite team. So I did kind of have an interest in that because of that, and so I'm going to be the head coach of the South Carolina Gamecocks, and we are going to basically have it where Steve Spurrier retires and become the new head coach. And it looks like the target wins for each year are 9. In the previous years, they went back-to-back bowl games. And so let's get into it, and let's look at the coaches tree. And I'm going to be focusing the first couple of upgrades for the head coaching position strictly on recruiting, because as you guys know, recruiting is such a big handle in the NCAA. You get players from all over the nation, top players, top young guys who want to become the next college athlete. And so for defense, I'm going to be looking to up the front 7. Haven't really took it too great of a look at the players. So let's look at the depth chart real quick and see where everyone falls. Okay, first up, one of the probably most important positions on the field is the quarterback. And Connor Shaw is an 89 overall with 83 speed, so he's a quick quarterback. And he's got pretty good carrying ability. So you can tell he definitely runs, but he's got 85 throwing power, 86 accuracy. And Dylan Thompson is a redshirt junior who has 89 overall, 75 speed, which isn't the best, but it's not horrible. But his throw accuracy is at 90 and throwing power is at 87. So he's definitely more of a, you would call a pocket passer, but he has the ability to scramble. And so the starting running back, Brandon Wilds, has a 90 speed, which is really well. He's got 88 agility, 89 acceleration, so he gets going really quick. 78 break and tackle and 74 stiff arm, which is really good. Next up is a sophomore, Mike Davis, who's got 88 speed, 85 agility, 92 accuracy or acceleration, so he gets even faster, and an 81 break and tackle. So I'm thinking his trucking is going to be really big. And last but not least, Sean Connerson for the third tailback spot. So let's look at wide receivers. Shaq Rowland, 6'1" receiver, 92 speed, 88 agility, 89 acceleration. Wow. Spectacular catch at 80, catch and traffic at 83. So he'd be able to grab the thing. Next up, Nick Jones, a redshirt junior, who's an 82 overall and 85 speed. Bruce Ellington, a junior, at 96 speed, and looks like Quentin Smith's going to be locked up the sixth spot, so he might not get a lot of playing time, but he'll be brought in case someone gets hurt. Rory Anderson looks like a receiving tight end, 81 speed, which is really well. Trucking 76, juke 80, catching traffic 79. Let's see the blocking. I'm just trying to find it. My apologies. Looseness, gain, acceleration. No blocking. I can't. Is it further down? Is it past everything? Yeah, bloodshed, net coverage. Oh, there we go. Okay, looks like he's not a blocking tight end, but looks like Owens would be. So might run some 2 tight end sets, but his impact block. Oh wow, wait. My apologies. It's an 85. I don't know what I was looking at. But yeah. So it looks like the left tackle is going to be a junior. Wow, 6'8", 337. Left guard is A.J. Khan. Waldrop is a freshman, redshirt freshman, who's at 81. Right guard is senior Ronald Patrick at 89 overall. We'll be able to be looking to replace him. Shell, a sophomore, redshirt, 89 overall. Chaz Sutton, a redshirt senior. We're going to definitely have to look into getting some more defensive ends. And Darius English is his backup, who doesn't look that bad. It's an 80 overall. Going to have to get his speed up, his acceleration up. But it looks like Chaz has got a lot of good stuff working for him. I haven't looked a lot into these guys as far as tackle at 84, power 82, 84 and 83, power move 85, finesse 83, and looks like English is almost the opposite of Sutton with the with the finesse and power. And of course, All-American Jadeveon Clowney, 99 overall. He's going to be looked at as probably the best player on the team. 85 speed, 91 strength, 84 agility. He's going to be all over the field, guys. We'll have him in some coverage. We'll have him rushing the quarterback. We'll just have him all over the place. Sophomore, K1 Lewis. He actually went to a high school not too far from my house. TJ Holloman, who is a redshirt freshman, if I believe. He might be. Yeah, he's a redshirt freshman. And Sherrod Golightly is an 81 overall, right outside linebacker. And it's looking pretty well for us. Again, we have a few, more likely, Jadeveon's going to be leaving for the draft, and Chaz Sutton's going to be looking to graduate. But got some good talent overall. TJ Gurley, 81 overall, free safety. Bryson Williams, 82 overall junior. And if he gets hurt, Kadexion will be a good replacement for him. Ellington we have back as the return man. And I don't like having any starters for special teams. So we're just going to place Ellington as the return guy for both punt and kick return. But we'll have a one-man backing. So next up, again, one of the most important parts of college football is recruiting. So we're going to have to take a look at getting some players. And I think our biggest needs would be right guard, a couple of defensive ends, because most likely we're going to lose both Sutton because of graduation, and on top of that we'll lose Jadeveon Clowney because most likely he'll be declaring for the draft. Connor Shaw is a senior quarterback, but we're not in a huge need of it. Apparently there's no fullbacks for South Carolina. They have a redshirt freshman running back. I'm not sure how I like that. I'm not sure how his blocking will be. So we might run a lot of one-back sets on the defensive side. Again, doesn't look too bad. One senior cornerback. Vito Hampton might be declaring for the draft after this year, depending on how well he does and how well he gets scouted. But I don't know. I don't really feel the need to look at cornerbacks as big. But let's take a look at the top 100. Number one overall looks like it's going to be Darby, a 5-star running back. Roosevelt Hall, a 5-star athlete, has us third. And what I like to do is I like to look at the interest in the teams. And so, um, again, I'm going to take a look at the needs of the team first. And, of course, the number one overall defensive end looks like he targets us first off in interest. And so next up would be the guard position. And the number one guard is looking to us, it looks like. I was going to see if any receivers are interested in us, but it doesn't really look like it. Yeah, no. No interest from any receivers. In the top 100, that is. Guards were okay. The number one tackle, 4-star prospect out of North Carolina. We'll come back to that. My biggest thing is getting the defensive side. And it looks like Bo Evans and Cedric are both targeting us or have interest in us. Dominic Green, a coverage cornerback, wanting to replace in case one of the cornerbacks, which it's graduating for sure. Scott Jenkins, a 5-star recruit, strong safety. And I love athletes. I love finding out what their ability are and what they want to be and what they're designed to be. But it's time to check out the actual. We have to actually go to position needs and search. So what I like to do is I like to go through the top 3. That way I already don't have to go that big into recruiting with them. I mean, it's still a big thing, but I like that they have interest. And it looks like Williams and Tidwell are going to be interested in our teams. They're both 3-star recruits. And guys, they don't have to be the top recruits of the class to be good. You just have to find what exactly is going to fit your team scheme and see if they fall in that category. And next up, we need a fullback. So I'm going to target a 3-star running back that has me in this top 10 schools. Wide receiver. I like to go through all positions really to see if we have anybody that would really stand out. And so we have a lot of receivers that have us on their top 3, starting with 4-star Fred Heath. See the interest. We got 3-star Fox and Williams, first overall. And just because they're the number whatever in the category doesn't mean that they're not good. And we have a Nick Babbitt, who looks to be like a speedy receiver. As a 4-star, has a second. Time to look at some guards here. We definitely need some guards because one of our top offensive linemen is going to be graduating. We got a 4-star that has us first, Harrison. And then Garrison, a 3-star that has us first. Bailey, a 3-star that has us second. And a 4-star guard that has us third overall. Time to take a look at a couple defensive ends as well. Like I said, most likely we're going to be losing 2. I like Jones, who has this 4-star that has us first overall. Kelly, a 4-star that has us second. And Rhodes, a 3-star that has us first. Let's look at cornerbacks here because, again, like I said, we are going to be losing 1, and I want to be very far in the depth chart for these quarterbacks, and it looks like Morales is going to be a 4-star that has a second overall. Moore is going to be a 3-star, and Moss is going to be a 3-star that has us first. Burke is a 4-star that has us third, so we might be trying to get some more information on him. And yeah, okay, five would be good. Don't want to. I don't particularly always get 35 recruits, the most you can get, only because I like to be able to spend my points more in interested players that I spend time recruiting. Let's look at some tackles. We got a 3-star that has a second overall, and Eric Lumpkin from North Carolina, 3-star that has a third overall. So, yeah, let's get them both on the board. I do, again, My main focus is going to be defense on this side because we're not losing many players on the offensive front. But Quarles could even be a guy that we lose after the year. And Barry, a 5-star recruit, has a second, and Miller, a 3-star recruit, that has his first. So, going to take a look at the outside linebacker position, see if we can get some depth in that position as well. Got a 4-star Washington that has his third interest, and Sampson, a 3-star that has his first. And that's going to be it for right now. I'll continue to look if I want to add any more to that. So it's going to be time to scout these guys. And you only get a certain amount, 1,000 points, and each player is 50 points. And I only have the ability to scout 25% for each time. And I'm going to have to get that up as we go along. But the biggest thing for me would be the athletes, to find out what exactly they would be. That way, in case I want to recruit a little bit more, see where they're at. And so you can see right here, it gives you grades, but the grades aren't always 100%. And it looks like Kyle, what we have is jumping 84, pursuit 80 something. And like it says, it can go up and down. What we got here is man coverage, a 70 something for Johnson, 76 overall. And then Roosevelt Hall is stiff arms down. Not going to be on defense. Truckin's at 83. So it could be he's a running back, could be he's a receiver, or even a quarterback. But again, the defensive ends, I scouted 4, and I want to see where they're at. Agility 58, finesse move, and tackle's really good though. Alright, Dan Jones, a strength of 76, pursuit 72, and play recognition 63, which isn't the best, but wow. Terrell Kelly, 86, power move 79, tackle. Let's look at these cornerbacks. 98 speed, 85, press 79, and it's going to still be a 70. Okay. Acceleration, strength, stamina. Okay. Chris Moore. Hit power 70. Wow. 70 for a cornerback is really good. Tiger Moss. Jumping 88. Zone coverage at 81. Ooh, I'm definitely going to have to be looking at him. 88 speed for Chad White. 79 jump. Bo Burke. 70 press. 92 speed. Again, it's tough with just 20%, 25% of these points being given to us. And with the guards, I'm hoping, there we go, 80 pass, 73 run for Garrison. And Bailey. 81 pass. With these guys, I'm going to be working towards my coaching points for scouting because I want to know more about these players. The 93 speed, 85 carrying for Fred Heath. That's actually really good. Jumping 82, trucking 63, which doesn't really matter. 69 catching, which isn't that bad, but we'll have to work on his abilities. Yeah, nothing real big on jumping. 75, elusiveness is 78 route running. So he might be a possession receiver depending on his speed, but we'll go more in depth as we continue. But with that being said, guys, it is time to start the season, the 2013 season of the number 8 ranked South Carolina Gamecocks. Guys, I hope you're excited because I am. I'm going to start this season off and continue it. But leave a like if you did, comment if you want, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll check you next week. Have a good day.